Hail, Thalmor, and welcome to the White Hall of Jarl Penn Ravenson and Lady Regent Bren Ravenson.
Greetings. It's a pleasure to meet you finally, my Jarl.
Greetings. It's good to meet you.
I am Akira Frey. I am the advisor to the thalmor.
It's a pleasure to meet you. What brings you here?
I've got a very important letter to give you, my Jarl. Love to see you as always, Bryn.
Lovely to see you.
Comrade is still getting into all sorts of mischief in Riften.
What sort of mischief is he getting into?
Do you not know his newest title?
Oh, goodness. Do you mean that he's a steward?
No, I mean his more informal position.
What's that?
Forgive my language, but he is the piss wizard. Have you never heard him call himself this?
Of course.
By
of
the
course.
divine.
Goodness.
Write that down, Mishara. Write that down.
Of course.
Thank
Yes,
you.
important scribing to be done.
Truly, truly.
Bold lettering, if you don't mind.
Yes, for all to see.
Yeah.
But yes, back to business. Take a read of the letter because it is quite an important one.
Oh, so Ganneril's been sent to Cyrodiil?
He has indeed, for trial.
I was not aware.
He departed either last night or the night before. I'm not sure. It's very recent.
Gotcha. All right.
We had
And he is your husband, right?
He's my fiance. But yes, he has been recalled to Cyrodiil to stand trial. We do not have any more information than that. That is all we can go off at the
We were
moment.
promised the investigation information from the Thalmor, but we never received it.
Did you not?
Never received anything. We asked
you
at
not-
multiple occasions. An entire envoy came here specifically with Ganneril at the head of it, and we requested it. And Runa gave
Did you
a
not
single
pass
document.
it over?
No, we
No.
didn't ever receive a single document involving the trial or the
That's crazy
investigation.
because I was here with him, and I thought for sure he handed those documents over. But you're telling me he didn't?
So the only document that I have ever been handed about the investigation of the Jarl Einar, was from Runa herself, and she handed a document from Jorg, the detective, and it was a.
Mhm.
She failed to mention that was actually something that was delivered, that was found post-mortem. I interviewed him myself, and he said that was given post-mortem, and he specifically requested his name not be used. Yet she used it. A single
So
document.
Runa used it, you mean?
Yes.
I extremely apologize for that because I thought for sure you were handed everything. As far as, yeah. I'm trying to see if I have access to the investigation to hand over.
Thank
One
you.
moment. I believe I do, but I'm just searching through my satchel for it.
So why did Malthar start investigating him in the first place? Is that known?
They found an amulet of Talos in his personal possession.
Yes, but that's what we have to do. We have to take the contraband away from people that have it.
The location
And why was he going
where it
through his
was-
things? What started him by going through a Jarl's things? That's extraordinary.
The court had given him keys, I believe, access. It was something to do with the mint and minting. And they were moving taxes. I know there's a lot of moving from boxes to box. As far as I'm aware, it was a few months back, because I know people think this happened very quickly, but the dates of the report are quite far back.
Yes, but keeping war trophies
I'm
and things
trying
like
to
that is
find it.
normal.
It wasn't just the war trophies. He had something like, because me and Javi and myself took the contraband, at least from Riften, to the embassy to be destroyed. The main piece of evidence was he had like 8 or 9 sets of Stormcloak armor to potentially.
That's not
equip a
contraband.
garrison.
That's not against the Lex Imperii to have. What are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about?
I'm still looking for the reports for you.
But that is not against the law.
Well, like we said, Ganarel is standing trial for this.
Of course. But I am trying to understand everybody's role in it.
You mean Malthar specifically, I suppose.
No, I mean everybody's role in this.
Yes, because it's a very complicated situation, of course.
Because at any point,
Yes.
someone should have said, Stormcloak armor isn't contraband. Why are we investigating this? Why didn't somebody say that? I'm most confused. Don't forget to move your footsies.
That's a good point.
Very good, thank you.
I can't find the... I might be able to just hand you over a billion... Well, it's not a billion things. I think it's like... Hold on. 8 things, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm going to try and hand over stuff as best as I can, but I'm struggling to find it in an organized fashion, if that's all right.
You're alright.
Just, yes, everything you have would be great. We can go through it. The chaos is better than the organized version anyway. We'd rather have the steps that were taken to try and, try and walk back in those footprints, basically, to understand.
Indeed.
I am ready to pass around all these documents.
I won't hand over the other 2 documents because they are after the date of the case.
Postmortem, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the only investigations that we could find was stuff that Runa was investigating after the execution.
Yes. Because with the one I have afterwards, I can talk through it, I suppose, was another cache he had was in Markarth, and it was Baron Thrax Ugbashar that told us about that other cache. So when it comes to the Stormcloak armor, because we had reports that he was potentially inciting's a difficult word. I can't find the word, but rebellious ideology. The fact that the amount of armor he had is what made it concerning. Stormcloak armor isn't
Yes,
just
but,
any kind of armor to be dressing a militia in. It has connotations.
It's just iron at the end of the day. I believe even East Marchers still use it.
Yes. There's nothing in the Lex Imperia about wearing it or using it, and having any sort of armor in, like, stockpile, there's no law against that. Even as a uniform.
But what I can say is that when we get the outcome to this trial, we will be going back round every court to let them know what has become of Ganaril. Whiterun asked us was anything to become of the other 2 involved, Lacon and Olvander, but I do believe they have been cleared.
I think I found where a majority of the things should be, if you look right there.
What if you've just found it after I handed everything over? Everything I could find. Okay. Yeah, I think everything in here I have sent over except for the reports after his death.
What's in the reports after his death? What is that?
It's the one from Markarth, like I said, but there was another cache. And where's the other one? Do you know Baron Bane?
Yes.
Apparently, Baron Bane and Jarl Einar were plotting. That was the other report. Apparently, they had a plot to assassinate the Jarl of Windhelm.
Which one?
The current one. This is very recent. I say it's recent. It's This report was brought in on the 26th of Sun's height.
Did they say the reason?
He spoke of Baron Bane, who's apparently very tight with Einar and also a Stormcloak. He asked if Bane was a name we'd looked into, but also had aspirations of becoming a vampire. He assured me all of this could be confirmed by the Vigilant of Stendar, who were in on the investigation. One key point was that Baron Bane, with Jarl Einar, wanted to assassinate the Jarl of Windhelm at some point.
And they're sure they're talking about Frank.
They must be because of the date of the report. It's the 26th.
Because no, so that might have been a report. That's conjecture and that's assumption there, because they might have thought that so at some point he wanted to assassinate the Jarl, and that might have been that previous he wanted to assassinate the Jarl. Context is really important, and the specifics are very important because there was a traitor Jarl in Eastmarch, whom even the Empire wanted dead.
And the Thalmor and everyone else in the realm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that one, those details are really fucking important.
Indeed. Do you have any more questions in regards to the trial or the letter?
I'm trying to work out these dates for a moment. So this is stuff from the trial before he was executed, before he was killed.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. We'll have to go through these and get back to you. Thank you for giving these. We requested time and time again, and I don't know why they weren't given to us.
I'm just not sure what else we can aid you with. Like, in regards to the Einar situation, Ganneral's on trial. Is there anything else Dawnstar itself would like to be done, other than just, I suppose, make sure something like this doesn't happen again?
Well, that is the obvious goal.
Yeah, okay, I know. I'm aware.
Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe just in the future, having
believe
policy,
we are
don't
going
execute someone in under 2 hours of capture.
No, there are changes coming to the White Gold Concordat that are being worked on between the Legion and the Thalmor.
But the Lex Imperi needs
The Ager
updating
just
too.
changed a thing that's fucked. Yes, it does.
What?
Yes, it does.
It needs to have the Lex Imperii needs to say that skooma is illegal. It really does.
Yes.
I do believe ethereally, because we did have a big ethereal meeting with Aedra about the Thalmor Einar situation. I do believe changes are being made to both the Lex Imperi and the White Gold Concordat to make sure this doesn't happen to a Jarl, a noble, etc. again. I think that was one of the things spoken about. But again, that is being handled.
May I ask a question?
Of course.
So why the fuck is it happening in theory? You guys should just set up a meeting here and have an Aedra present. I think that's just would be so much better.
I mean,
Blame the Aedra.
we're all very annoyed that Ganneral's having a trial somewhere in Cyrodiil rather than here, because
Yes, it should be here.
it's also left our faction in a bit of limbo because we're like, because we don't know. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well,
That is
I would,
frustrating.
100%. Like, if for some reason this goes bad and General is no longer emissary, next emissary should just set up a meting with the Empire, get the White Golden Gordit fixed,
There is
and
no chance Ganneril is returning as emissary if he even returns. So
all right,
that can be assured to all of the courts.
Gotcha. Okay.
That much we are aware of, that because as you can see in the letter, he's been stripped of everything, and they don't do that for no reason.
Understood.
Gotcha. All right.
So they do think that there was some foul play here.
treatment? Apologies.
The Helgrid treatment, we do not know.
No. Answer the Lady Regent, please. Ignore my question.
Oh yes, what is it, Lady Regent?
So there was some wrongdoing acknowledged then, in that sense.
The fact that there's a trial, I believe, is evidence enough that someone is being held responsible for what happened.
And then
we hope that
is anyone investigating his accusers as well?
that is a good question, but I believe that is for the Empire, since they are Imperial citizens. The investigation on Ganneril was done on our end, I believe. So
Gotcha.
So when it comes to the Riften Court, couldn't say. The Empire could be doing their own investigation, but if they are, I am not privy to that. We did our own investigation into Ganneril, so...
It might be worth it to do
Good
an
to know.
investigation on these two, because if they had inside information and were working with Ganaril, they might have been working with other people, so it might be best for you to make sure that you've covered your own ass.
Yes,
That would be
you
my
all have already
suggestion.
taken a lot of blowback from this. It would be best if you didn't have any more.
Indeed.
It would be nice to find out where Runa has hidden.
Yes, she's no longer in Riften. She's no longer in the court.
But that mage is still there. That is for certain. And they are definitely, I mean, they did the same thing as Runa, so.
In terms of a timeline, I think we're hoping to hear back about our previous first emissary. He left. I think. I mean, it could be by Mundas we hear the outcome of the trial, and then of course a new document will be presented to all the courts.
Yes, apologies when I was interrupting. Speaking of Ganaril and the Helgrid treatment.
The Helga treatment could be a potential outcome.
I see. Well, it is the Thalmor. I wouldn't expect much less.
Yes.
I don't want to be insensitive either, but I assume the wedding is no longer proceeding.
No, it is, yeah, it's postponed. Yeah.
And that is unfortunate. I had comprised something for your vows. How disappointing.
I'm still very grateful for your help in that, Aelian.
Well, you know, doing what I can.
Did you get
Oh, that reminds me,
I did. Hello.
very good.
Callistor sends his regards as well. I encountered him yesterday in my lessons at the college.
I'll have to see him soon.
Yes, maybe he'll get a full pardon.
Full
If
pardon?
you could
Callus has already got a full pardon. What do you mean?
I mean a full pardon without having to pay restitution.
I see.
If you could just sign a couple of these lines for Mashara, this one will get you in.
How do you spell your name? Because I have not shaken your hand.
Oh, let Mashara shake your hand.
Thank you.
But it is M-A apostrophe S-H-A-R-A.
There we are.
I've never heard the word apostrophe in your accent before, and that was amazing.
Elegant.
Thank you.
So the Khajiit, oh, they've got such an elegant tongue. I wish I wasn't raised by a Breton sometimes, you know. I sound... well, I sound like Riften, innit? But, you know.
Disgusting.
Indeed. Very
That is
insulting.
never like that.
Disgusting! How dare
Fella,
you?
yeah.
Apologies, apologies.
Oh, it's
Conduct
just her
yourself.
opinion.
See what it says.
There's
just
going to
an
be a new
opinion.
diplomatic incident just dropping.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
No more.
By the gods, no.
It's become a bit of a joke that I keep saying diplomatic incident everywhere I go because I'm trying to pick up the pieces of this Einar mess, and it's just like, oh my days.
I can't even imagine what you're going through with that. It was quite an incident.
It was a big one, biggie.
Yep.
I'm very grateful that I was allowed to take his ashes to Riften because I was afraid they wouldn't even give Riften or him that honor. But I was, so he got to have the funeral he requested.
So he wanted to be
Very
burned.
good.
He did, and he wanted his ashes in. He had a spot in Riften and like a bunch of steps. Ironically, his will said he wanted Runa to succeed him, but obviously he said, "Scratch that out of my will." He wanted all of his belongings donated to Raja Southpaw, which I made sure they all reached him. The the aftermath I handled with as much care as I can, or I could. Despite his crimes that he was accused of, I believe every man deserves, a fitting end.
Well, I do think some deserve an end at all, but that's my opinion.
I don't know.
I should stress.
Did you ever know Talon?
Talon?
Yeah, Talon, the Dark Elf, or Dunmer?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you know he was a vampire?
Yes.
Nah.
Yeah, sad business, sad business. He was one of my day ones in the realm, or at least a week one.
Yes, he saved Pin's life.
Did he?
Yes, during the war, yeah, he saved my life.
Wow.
I was in front of Windhelm with me and a few others. We were told that we were taking the bridge, showed up with like 5 men, and it was all Windhelm, and I made it all the way to Mistwatch, being chased. We were told the Empire is going to be rendezvousing there. They did not. So I was there with 5 men, and Talon came back with a horse and said, "You guys need to get the fuck out of here. They are surrounding you," and that's the only reason I am here today.
I do believe he was a good mer. I mean, my read on him was he perhaps never wished to be a vampire, but was perhaps trapped in the life. I travelled with him by myself all the time. Never felt in danger, ever.
Yes,
There's been a lot of
shocked.
tragedies in Skyrim lately.
Yeah, his is one of the saddest. I mean, he was a funny chap, and I do think he would find the way he was discovered and using, or at least do you know how he was discovered?
No.
They were playing Fireball Dodgeball in Riften, I believe. And Talon being Talon, he obviously joined in, and I believe he obviously got struck. Malthar went to heal him. Firstly, they were shocked that a Dunmer was so susceptible to flames.
Yes.
But then when they went to heal him and it wasn't working, oh dear.
Yeah, there's no coming
What a
back from that.
fool.
Did you hear about the werebear that broke into Riften?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it got inside the city.
Yes,
I was
it did.
there.
Oh, thank God.
The final thing
By
I
the
said
by.
before I remember it knocking me unconscious was, "It's not breaking down that door. That's superior Riften craftsmanship."
Oh my goodness.
and then it appeared in the city, and I was like, "Well, then I don't remember much else." I remember waking up in the Temple of Mara. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any door is safe.
That's horrific.
Not even the cells.
I'm glad you survived.
No, I
That's
feel-
extraordinary.
I was very lucky. Our thalmor, Dr. Rivi, was in the city at the time, and she saved a lot of lives that night. She's an incredible medic. You'll have to meet her.
Indeed.
Again, a lot of tragedies in Skyrim. That is definitely one of them.
Yes. That werebear is no joke. Apparently it's significantly stronger than a lot of the it's very, very strong vampires.
It is, because the night after it attacked in Riften, I heard that the Dawn Guard and the Vigilance and some
Yes.
Riften Guards, they struck it down. They believed to have killed it, but then,
Yes.
no, it was still running around.
It comes back.
Frightening.
Indeed.
Indeed.
You've all met Lacan, have you not? Who will be the new first emissary?
Nay,
Mishara's
I don't
met
think
him.
I have.
That name does sound familiar. I'm pretty sure I have met them.
He's been in Skyrim since the Awakening. He's pretty
That's probably
well
why
known.
that's probably why
Yes.
it sounds familiar. Yes.
Mishara remembers when this one was part of the Bards College, Lacan was one of the people always around whenever the festivals happened.
Yes, he's very personable. He's a very different mer to Ganarel.
That he is. Mishara remembers.
He's always been kind to me, especially when I slammed a door in his face.
Why did you do that?
It was an accident, but it
Oh.
became somewhat of a gesture of affection between us. We would slam doors in each other's faces at the embassy.
Very
that's
good.
adorable.
Sounds like something you two would do.
Yeah, so I am hoping with Lacan relations with the Thalmor and the rest of the holds will begin to improve. He's a lot more personable. He's a lot jokier. So we'll see. I'm hopeful. I don't like all this tension. The air changes when the Thalmor arrives.
Tell him
Yes.
to come visit, personally.
He will be.
Oh.
I'm having dinner with him tonight because when I got promoted to advisor, that was obviously under General, so I need to ask him if he still wants me as advisor. It's something I'd like to confirm with him.
Over dinner?
I mean, didn't we voted that in?
I mean, yeah, but it was General's proposition, and I guess I just want it confirmed. Since we're trying to, like, you know, I'm sure Lacan is
With
going to
new leadership, that's
the
normal.
Thalmor. Exactly. Yeah. There's probably going to be a restructuring, so I just want to make sure where I sit in that restructuring. If I'm honest, I think I'm out of my depth as advisor, but I'm one of the most empathetic, so I am needed, I feel, but I don't know where I'm needed.
Would you be empathetic enough to let me have my ambassador robes back for sentimental value?
That's
I'm
very
actually
empathetic.
I'm actually carrying 4 sets on me right now because one of the chests in the embassy, I put stuff in, it spits stuff back out at me, like more.
We
And I
can
don't know what's
consider
going on.
that would be
Oh,
great
dear.
diplomatic relationships. You know,
Like
really,
giving
really,
out-
really good diplomacy.
No, my
Dawnstar
old
would like
robe.
this.
Yes, just for
My-
Ray, just for Ray.
Lord.
Dawnstar
my-
will be our number 2 hold if we provide the robes. I will write that in my notes. Vala, are you taking notes? Are you scribing this? Are you scribing this right
Dawnstar
now?
will love
Indeed,
this.
indeed.
You understand that my robes were actually handmade by Ufag. He took my measurements and he
Really?
measured me and he actually made them himself.
That's the weird thing. I don't know who made my robes. I don't know who got my measurements. Who got them in Khajiit size? I just got handed them and I'm like, they fit really well. Who measured me?
Oh, that's
don't
remember
so
being measured.
suspicious.
I sent my measurements ahead when I joined the Thalmor. That's why I had clothes ready for me on my arrival.
No, see, I didn't. I just, when I got promoted to ambassador, they were like, here's some robes again. And I tried them on and I asked, where did you get my measurements? Gallo didn't have an answer for me. And I was like, interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, they are rather small. Maybe there was a small Ultima child that used to wear
But
them.
look, they've got ear holes. It's the only hood in the realm with ear holes.
But yes, I am quite serious when I say I would like to have my robes back, but obviously I understand if they can't be returned.
I do believe they can't. I mean, ideally what I'd love to happen, because I've got the Riften cape for good service to the Rift. It was gifted to me. I would love if the Aedra created Thalmor capes, because we don't have any specific capes, and I know Falkreath gives out capes for service. There we go. Harvey's demonstrating.
Well, I don't get to keep my robes for my service. I got to keep my sword.
Yeah, I can ask Lacan, but I think we can't because we have issues with impersonators. We have issues with impersonators even out of robes. Please tell me. I want this to be reported. If an Ultima called Arwen shows up, do not engage with him. He is a
Arwen?
menace. Yes, he's a menace.
Has this Iversar ever returned to the embassy?
I don't believe so. No, the thing about Arwen is I fired him, and even after he's been fired for doing, you know, he was terrible. He was going around telling people he's a Thalmor spy, you know, subtle. Even fired, he's still been telling people he works for the Thalmor. And I am shocked because he was doing it at the EEC gala last night. I am shocked Anatar didn't execute him on the spot. Because
Well, you
it was...
know I can't impersonate Thalmor. I've already renounced my position. Why would I
Indeed.
go around impersonating this one again?
You're welcome to ask Lacan. It's not something I can say
I
or
will
do
ask
so.
him. I will slam a door in his face and then ask him.
Perfect.
I'm sure he'll like that. Nostalgic. Do you have any more questions? How many? We've got Morthal to go to in Solitude, and then I think we're done.
I do not, unless anyone else does.
No, I think we've taken up enough of your time. Thank you for the documents.
That's all right. I'm sorry that they came right at the end when, you know, obviously it's not over, but hopefully it will be soon. We'd really like to put this chapter behind and start a new Thalmor with better relations with all the holds.
Oh! Actually, yes, there is one thing. I don't know if you've seen my notices posted in Solitude, but, there is going to be somewhat of a potential pilgrimage made in the near future to the Shrine of Auriel, and, obviously, members of the thalmor may be interested in joining.
Have you is the priest of Auriel going? Have you spoken to Yavna?
Yes,
Okay.
I spoke to her last night.
Wonderful.
We may be interested. I know we've already done our own pilgrimages down there.
Ah, yes,
was-
I had a... You know, it's another thing. I'll speak about it another time when we can have a little chit-chat and catch up.
Yavna's a very good mer. I just want to say something about her, I guess, before we depart, because she was unsure if she could even officiate my wedding because of race mixing, but because she thought she could be excommunicated from the church. But then a few days later, she was like, "Oh, I actually, you're a friend. I'd like to do it," and that really warmed my heart.
Yes,
that
in
was
the eyes
very-
of
I thought that was-
Xerxes, it would be considered somewhat of an affront. But
Yeah, I thought that was really brave of her to say that.
no, I would be happy to actually come by Thalmor and have just a catch-up chat, as we always do. It's
Of
always
course.
nice to...
Yeah, we're trying to open up our gates for more catch-ups as much as possible, because we've had some not very nice people on the gate being like, "Go away," whenever anyone comes up, and acting like, we're all business all the time, when we'd like to be more social. So those changes are being implemented. If you want to come in for
Hearts and
a chat
minds.
and a drink. Yeah. We need more girls' nights. Bryn, you need to come for a girls' night. We used to have girls' nights at the embassy.
Oh, the last girls' night was awful. I don't think I can
I miss
endure
the
one
tea
again.
parties.
I still hear about those stories of the last girls' night. It was a bad
Oh, I
one.
hated it.
To be fair,
I-
you weren't in the most pleasant company.
Oh yeah, you can't be going to... No, the Thalmor girls' nights are pretty good, wouldn't you say, Harvey? Harvey's an honorary girlie, so he's allowed to
No,
attend.
we had a few of those.
Yeah, it's quite the tea party.
Goodness.
I don't know if I could handle a room full of Thalmor women. I'm well aware of how catty and bitchy we can all be.
Well, yeah, but you're also
No
with me,
offense.
who was getting, Well, I'm from Riften. Like, they don't think much
No,
of
I meant
me
the
either.
catty term.
I was ignoring that. I was just moving straight past that and trying really hard not to giggle.
Yes,
I guess my-
was giggling.
I guess my Breton raised brain just fully glossed over that. Like, I've always felt more human than Khajiit. I don't know.
But yes, I would love to have catch up sometime. I was going to actually hopefully speak to Ganro before the wedding, but obviously that's no longer possible, so
Yeah,
I'm going to have to speak
I
to
mean,
Lacon. Harvey, we're going to have to catch up and have a staring contest. Anatar, Aurelian, Ankarian. It would be nice to see them all.
Yeah. We'll leave you to it. Thank you. You're the first Jarl who's been in as well.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is actually
wait,
quite wild.
No, I did have one more question for you. I am gathering notes on when every court is awake. Like, when are you most likely to be awake? And when this is done, I can share this with every court as well. So in terms of Skyrim hours, when would you say is your, peak hours?
I would say I'm not usually awake right now. I'm usually awake, I would say probably 6, 7 p.m. most evenings. I'm around a lot more on the weekends.
Indeed, we had a few people say dates are very important, but what about the rest of your court, or is 6, 7 still the best time to contact you?
We have, our court kind of are all over the place. There's usually someone genuinely around the mornings, night. It just really depends. We have people of all hours and on.
I'm around from 11 a.m. Skyrim time, typically.
Okay.
I know that
Yeah,
I'm only a housecarl, but obviously I can still take
Not
notes
only.
and messages.
Yes, yeah. It's just if someone's in to take, because when we get
Not
the
only.
information back on Ganaril, obviously
Thank
I want to get that round to hold as quickly as possible. So just knowing when people are in to get that information
Of course.
It is
into the appropriate
and-
hands.
Go ahead, Bren.
It is really important to note that this court has very, very few court members. We are fewer than 10. I think at current we have 2 court, 4 housecarl, and 2 military. So
Oh,
if
so
you
don't
see...
you don't have a mage or anything?
No, but if you
We're
see a
working
court
on
member...
that.
Every one of our court members are effectively high court. They are ridiculously trusted. So any
Yeah.
piece of information can be handed with any court member, and they can be spoken to. And just if it is quite significant, ask them to make a note of it in our court documents, and it will be secured.
Gotcha. That's really good to know. Thank you, Bryn.
Of course.
But yeah, if you need to leave a note or anything like that, court mail and our notice board right there. The door also works. Read the knocks, of course. They have different meanings. There's a post on the front door.
Indeed. Yeah, again, I'll just emphasize that I'm sorry this is all being handled Adrically. We didn't want this handled Adrically either, but it is what it is. I'm sure.
Hey, no need to
Bryn would-
apologize for something you
I'm
cannot
sure-
control.
Well, like, I'm sure Bryn would have loved to have a go at a trial. I can hear it in her voice that you would have loved to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Melia,
yeah.
no!
Yeah, well, we'll take our
Okay.
leave, and the second we
Right.
get any update, I'll let you know. And I'm
Be
in
safe.
your, I can knock on your door now, so
Perfect.
I'll be able to get here.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Farewell.
Safe travels.
Farewell, safe travels.
Don't get attacked by the werebear again.
Ah, thank you.